Hey guys, I wanted to share a video today of a particular phenomena that I collected a few pieces of evidence related to it. Um, the bottom line is this: things are going to get stranger and stranger as we go forward. I've talked in my restricted technology videos about how there are anti-gravity craft out there. There are definitely things coming into this world from the second heaven, uh, or spiritual realm, whatever you choose to call it. And as time goes on, we see in Revelation that we will be seeing angels and demons in corporeal form in this world. And in fact, at one point, the abyss is going to be opened up and things are going to be released onto this earth. Um, so, strange things are coming. And I've done numerous videos about evil beasts at the end times and Nephilim descendants. And I've also done technology related videos as well about how Um, anti-gravitics has been around since at least Nazi Germany, maybe even before that. There's technology like invisibility cloaks for aircraft and for people, um, and we're just going to be seeing more and more strange things. If you're someone like me and you're interested in watching these time-lapse videos of the night sky that people do and stuff in high definition, and sometimes slowed down, sometimes sped up, but you just see these unknown lights up there zipping around all over the place, and not all of them are. Some of them are drones, some of them are planes. They would tell us that some of them are satellites, but then there's stuff out there that just doesn't behave normally or fit any of those known patterns, and there's just all this stuff up there. And so, what this is specifically, I have no clue. I'm going to be honest with you. This particular thing is amorphous, as you'll see, and I captured videos from several different people online of this type of thing, whatever it is. I just call it a Locust-Type UFO. So, this particular one, I took one Reddit thread and just saved it in a PDF format because there's a lot of interesting data points in there, and then I kind of use that as a springboard to go dig around online and see if I could substantiate this stuff with um, uh, corroborating material. And so this video is just kind of a short summary of the things that I found looking into this. So this person posts these very nice, very good quality photos, phone photos. Here's the context. I was taking my flight from Munich to Hamburg this morning at 7 a.m. and saw two objects, which I thought were blackbirds in the beginning. So I don't think English is this person's native language. They're in Germany, so that makes sense. But then they were moving in a strange way. Then I did these pictures and was shocked. The stewardess was shocked as well and brought me the captain, which was also confused. Can anyone explain this? This was so scary. Location above Hanover, Germany. Okay. And as you can see, just very beautiful photographs, very detailed, and they show this wasp or this almost insectoid thing. What is this? Is this a craft? Well, digging around, there are actually several different photographs from this one encounter, and I'll show them to you. Basically, this thing, the plane was passing by it, and so this person caught it from multiple angles. And so here we go. So there's one, and I think that's the most striking picture that they got. Notice it looks wispy or almost ethereal here in the latter part, and then very solid up at the front. It looks like it may have a proboscis or a bow, or what is this thing? Fascinating. And the jet black aspect of it is also interesting. Like from these Dogman interviews with people who have had first-hand encounters with them, sometimes they describe these things as being so black it's like they absorb light, and it seems like it's the black ones in the case of the Dogmen that are able to cloak themselves and go invisible. And so is this something like that, some kind of material or body of whatever this thing is that is able to manipulate light, and possibly it's not always in the visible spectrum for us, don't know. So that's one picture. Here's another picture of it. Again, just look at it. Astoundingly strange, and I think this is probably end on. I don't know if this is front to back or back to front, what the deal is. But again, it's bizarre. And in this, it looks more like here, I would say it looks organic, maybe, like it's a living thing. Here, it looks more like it's a craft, albeit a very strange design. And then here, it goes into an even more amorphous state and almost looks like it's disintegrating or sort of like dissipating like a cloud of dust. And that's why I call it a locust type craft, because it's like a cloud of locusts where they can be so dense at one point that it looks like there's something there, and then the cloud of locusts can spread out to the point that there's nothing there. And some people have suggested that because there are UFOs that people see. Unidentified flying object is what a UFO is. A UFO does not mean space aliens. It just means that people are seeing something that they're not sure what it is and is flying. But people have seen UFOs that have been swarms of birds or swarms of insects, and people have suggested that for this, that it might be a swarm of birds or insects or something like that, and that's why it's amorphous. But then it has just such clearly defined lines in some of these photos that I don't see that as being a possible explanation here. Now you might be thinking it's the age of AI. These are AI generated. Well, yeah, I was thinking that too. So I ran all three of these through several different AI checkers, several. But this is just the results that I screen captured from one particular one. I didn't want to try to capture it all because it gets tedious doing screen caps and then all that. So I just captured three. I ran the three photos through, and like I said, I did each one through numerous AI checkers, and they came back with these same results. So this one here, the first one, is only 30% likely to be AI generated, and the rest very low chances. Now, this isn't a guarantee. Understand with these AI checkers, they're just using known public-facing AI models, and the reality is there may be AI models that are levels above what the public has access to, and so these AI checkers just can't really get a lock on those. So that's not to say that these still couldn't be AI generated. They very well could be. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there for anyone. But then I'm going to show you some other videos of similar things. Now this one, the image quality here is just fantastic. It's astounding. But there are other videos people are having of very similar things. Now this one, people have suggested maybe it's a contrail of some kind, and one thing that's interesting is there is this after effect that's following it, which is something that you get from jet engines sometimes, where you'll get like cloud formation in the wake, so to speak, of the jet engine or what have you. So you know, make of it what you will. And this one looks more like a comet shape. It doesn't have the unique insect look to it like the locust one does. But let's look at it. I have three total. Let's look at a couple more. And some of these are far enough away that it's a little hard to tell what's going on. Again, here we have another one. And in a moment, after we've seen all three of them, I'll go back and we'll zoom in a little bit on them and see, what's going on, see what we can see, if we can see any more detail. Unfortunately, this one's at range, but again, look at it. It has this, at first it had a very defined look, almost like it had insect legs hanging off, like hanging like a bumblebee's, and now it's becoming more of an amorphous form. What's going on here? Alright, and here's the last one. There we go. Wild stuff. Now that one there, I could almost more see being migratory birds or something like that. It doesn't do anything or hold to a shape like this one. When it starts, it's holding to this shape here. That's strange to me. That doesn't look like migratory birds, but you never know. Some of these swarms of bees and stuff like that take some very odd forms. Let's try this one again. Let me see if we can zoom in more, if it'll let me. It may not. I might have to get a different. It looks like it's just going to fit it. It's not going to let us get any closer in. Yeah, well. Anyway, I think this is enough for you to kind of get the gist of what's going on here. And fascinating stuff. Like I said, we are going to start seeing more and more very strange things, and already have been. 2012, the lunar wave. If you've never seen HD footage of the lunar wave before, go look that up. It was filmed for the first time in 2012. This double pulse or ripple that just goes across the face of the moon periodically. And no one has an explanation for that. And after the first amateur astronomer filmed it, dozens of others since have been able to film it. But what is the lunar wave? We have no clue. Now, in my mind, it makes sense that effects like that would be seen there, because I do believe that the moon is an energetic, viscous plasma and not a solid body that we ever went and landed on, like we're told. But there are many mysteries, and they like to tell us that science has all the answers. I actually worked for a man, brilliant man, but he told me, John, we've been everywhere in the world and we've seen everything. There's no undiscovered species out there to discover or anything like that. And I thought, that's just so naive and arrogant. That is not the case at all. There are still a great many mysteries out there, and science has barely scratched the surface. There is definitely a supernatural component to this Earth realm as well. You can't just... there are a lot of materialists. They believe everything has a completely rational explanation and there's no such thing as the supernatural. Folks, that worldview is just wrong. And I don't have to prove it to you, because God's going to prove it as time goes on. It's going to become more and more apparent that we are in a supernatural reality, an arena of choice and consequence. And far stranger things than this will be seen. God bless. You guys have a good one.